It's him. It's him! The Whistler!
But there's no danger. That sounds far away, Memo.
Carlín, when it sounds close, it means it's far. But when it sounds far, that means the Whistler is closer than ever!
Myths and legends are many, but maybe none compared with the terrifying myth of a monster that is known by many as El Silbón, the Whistler. This story has horrified millions and millions. What I'm about to tell you is my experience with this monster.
Warning, the following story is intended for mature audiences only. Parental discretion is advised.
Here is how my story goes. It all happened a few years ago when I made a trip to Venezuela. My motive? To visit Memo, an old friend from college. Honestly, back then, I never imagined what I'm about to tell you. Initially, the plan was to stay at Memo's and his girlfriend's apartment located in the city of Maracaibo. Ha! But that same afternoon, they had a big argument and decided to break up their relationship. So, at the end of the day, we were forced to go to Memo's parents' house, who said they would have me as a guest, but only for a few days. The worst of it all was that Memo's parents lived very far away from the city, in a house in the forest, a place that was extremely isolated. The night we got there, we had dinner with Memo's parents, who turned out to be really weird people. I would say very mysterious. His father spoke in a really strange way.
And how long will he be staying with us here?
Just a few days, Dad. We weren't able to stay in my apartment in Maracaibo.
What? And how long will he be staying with us here?
I said just a few days, Dad.
Ah! And how long will he be staying with us here?
Papa!
Just for 3 days, sir.
3 days and 3 nights?
Yeah. And then we'll leave you alone.
3 days and 3 nights?
That dinner ended up in a very weird mood. After eating, I made my way to the guest room, turned off the light, and tried to get myself some shut-eye. But I was feeling very uncomfortable, even though I did not know why. After looking at the ceiling for 7 minutes, the strangest thing happened. I started hearing the most unusual sound coming from outside. Huh? Huh? It was a spooky whistle. I started feeling scared.
Carlín, are you okay?
Memo, what's going on? What was that terrible sound?
I have something to tell you. You must know the truth.
What the hell? What truth? What are you talking about? No, I'm out of here.
Shh, quiet. They're gonna hear you. Come, we have to get away from the house. We'll hide right here. Carlín, there's something you should know.
I should know what, Memo? It looks like you're still smoking that good stuff, hey?
Shh, quiet. Just listen. This is the legend of the Whistler. At the beginning of the 19th century, in a creepy house not too far from here, where a boy lived with his parents and his grandfather. That kid was so spoiled and rebellious. One day his mother served lunch to them all. Suddenly, that kid threw a big tantrum, and because he didn't like what his mother served, he threw his plate of food on the ground and shouted, "I want deer soup, and I want it right now!"
Ooh, deer soup sounds good right about now.
Shut up! In an attempt to calm his son down, his father took him deer hunting so that his mom could make him some soup. His dad went into the forest, but after a few hours, his dad came back discouraged because he wasn't able to catch nothing. When that little punk saw this, he got so furious, he killed him right then and there with his hunting knife, chopping him up and taking out his guts. When he came back home, he gave that flesh and intestines to his mother so that she could cook it. The confused mother asked her young son,
Where did you get these guts from? Where's your father?
Noticing his silence and looking into his evil eyes, she realized that the flesh she was about to cook were the very innards of her own husband. When his grandfather found out, he decided to punish him so hard so he can learn his lesson. He then tied him to a tree and started whipping him on his back until blood started coming out. The furious old man started rubbing lemon and chili peppers all over the wounds of the kid so he could never forget his lesson. Then he kicked him out of the house and conjured up a spell on him. And ever since that day, many people have sworn to see that kid, but convoyed it into this horrific creature that roams around the forest at night while he whistles and carries a bag of bones on his back. Many people say that they're the bones of his father, and other people he sliced and diced.
Memo, are you turning crazy or something? That sounds more like a cheap Halloween story.
Shh! Listen!
I don't hear nothing.
It's him! It's him! The Whistler!
But there's no danger. That sounds far away, Nemo.
Carlín, when it sounds close, it means it's far. But when it sounds far, that means the Whistler is closer than ever!
Why are you here?
Papa, it's just that we were out here.
Get out of here now.
Yeah, we were just going back home.
Don't go to the house.
What do you mean, Señor Germán? Why shouldn't we go there?
Memo, your mom has just been chopped up by the Whistler.
What?
Ay, Señor,
Oh,
perdónanos
God,
los
forgive us
pecados,
of
por
our
favor,
sins and
Señor.
everything we've done wrong.